The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What is happening, everybody? Good evening. I am here, back in the hot seat. As I'm trying to figure out what's up with my lights. There we go. Finally. Well, that's weird. Try that setting. How's that? Okay, that's normal.
There we go.
It's Friday. Yeehaw. And I'm the Appalachian American. Joining me is a group of my fellow friends who I have missed in my absence. But here they are. And in comes my left-handed Australian, David Applegate. What's up, dog?
G'day, friends and fans.
What?
I said, g'day, friends and fans. Sorry for being late. I was sitting there watching the Spiral for like 2 minutes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our resident winter man right now, dealing with snow, is Chandler Brian Lake. He's probably out shoveling some snow. He's not doing anything. Crickets. Last but not least, all the way from the round table himself, the Anime Knight.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Friday. One week before Thanksgiving. I hope all your family members gotten safe from the craziness of the flights and all that. And don't pester them for Christmas gifts yet. It's not Christmas yet. Put that
Dude,
crap
I've
away.
already decorated. There will be a tree in my background soon. I'm gonna be doing Christmas right. So what's funny is I bought this Christmas tree because I had planned on redecorating the room, and it's still in the works. Like, I'm still gonna do it, but I was gonna do hardwood flooring and stuff, and while everything was out, I was gonna redecorate. Actually, I was gonna flip it. My desk was gonna be back here in the corner, and my toy wall was gonna be right here where my computer and stuff is, because I thought it would be better aesthetically to when someone enters my room to look at them. Oh, sorry, Mike. To look at them like right here instead of me having to be like, oh, hey, what are you doing in my room? You know, what's up,
Hello?
late?
Okay, that's
I
weird.
can hear you. How are you?
I'm all right.
How much snow did you have in that blizzard?
At least 3 inches.
Wow, lucky duck. We got
Still
nothing.
have
We got the
most of it.
shaft. But in the meantime, things have gone sideways, so I haven't been able to do the flooring, and no need to redecorate the room until we do flooring. So I bought a Christmas tree. So right after last year, and what I've decided to do is I'm gonna cut it right in half. I'm gonna cut it in half, right down the middle, and I'm gonna back it up to the bookcase, and in that way it'll rest against the bookcase and hold itself up. So that way I don't have a Christmas tree like out in the middle of the floor. So that should be up next week. I did buy a new toy while I was on vacation. Would you guys like to see it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
But I don't think you can rest the tree up against the bookcase and have it sit there because it'll have too much weight on one side. You'll have to prop it up.
I'll attach it.
I was going to
I
say.
found a Legacy Dragon Dagger
Wow.
at a modest price.
Ooh.
A modest price,
A
indeed.
modest price.
That's indeed a good find.
So yeah, I've been seeing these floating around on eBay and whatnot, and they were like 300, 400, 500. It's been pretty crazy since JDF passed. So I when I found this one for 200, I haggled him to 150 and walked away with it. So it is quite lovely and very, very nice feeling. This thing, like, it's got some good weight to it. It's like there's a lot of metal. The chrome plating looks perfect. I mean, dude, this thing's pretty intense. If now the Lightning Collection one, the newest one that's come out, it has lights. This doesn't. It just
Ooh.
you got your little, so like you can do like that. But if you push down on the mouthpiece like you're blowing in it, and then so that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I seen it and was like, dude, I have to have it. I have to have it. So this is technically my Christmas present. So I have the 94 version, and now I have I think this is 2012, 2011 or 12, something like that. But man, this thing is like, it's incredible. I love it. I love it. Anyway,
I do hope with the Power Ranger game that we are getting Apparition.
shut up. What about a Power Ranger game? Hold up. What's this? What are you talking about?
Apparently next month, the Power Ranger game is coming out. Rita's Rewind.
Shut your face. I'm not gonna look this up. I didn't know anything about it.
It featured and guess who's in it? The Green Ranger's in it. Officially.
Rita's Rewind. Okay. So what's it for? For PlayStation 5 and Nintendo. Okay.
And
So
Steam
I
as
guess
well.
what is it like? It's gonna be kind of like a split screen, or like a side scroller.
Mm-hmm. And it has some like 3D vehicle, and you could play as the Megazord too in the boss fights too.
Oh, that's what's up. Here, let's see. Present screen. I'm not gonna. I've got the music muted because I don't want it to be, copyright. But we'll get to see a taste.
When I first saw it, I'm like, because I knew this is up your alley, and I'm like, yeah, he'll love this.
Yeah, dude, this is very much like old school. I'm feeling it.
And they do have, and the Yellow Ranger, the human counterpart almost looks like Trini, almost looks like her. So I thought that was a fitting tribute.
Huh. That's pretty neat. That's cool. I like that. I like it. Oh, dude, the Megazords. Okay. Oh, dude. I see. That's a new. Like, that didn't happen before. I like that.
This is what you call thinking outside the box. And I'm like, you know what? I could see this happen. We could
Yeah.
see this happen, and that's the beauty
Yeah, that's
of
pretty
it.
dope.
I really hope the Dragon Sword is in there, because if the Green Ranger's in there, he has to be in there.
Oh, for real. Huh. All right, that's dope.
You know what? I'm really happy. Knock wood. So far, Power Rangers, I think, is one of the few franchises that hasn't gone off the deep end.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it
I
hasn't,
wouldn't.
because I mean,
No,
it's
no.
definitely done.
I'm not saying that there aren't problems. I'm saying the deep end.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
we haven't got
they've
a
done
full
some
black car
shenanigans.
yet. We've had issues, like they have been diverse for quite some time, but they haven't gone off the deep end. Like every bad guy's a whitey.
Well, everybody gets a monster. Otherwise, they probably would do a white guy.
Yeah, I know. I know.
What
It's still
season was it? There was a season recently within the last like 2 or 3 years where one of the Green Rangers was a girl, and the Sentai footage, the Green Ranger was a guy. So when the girl morphed, the Green Ranger had a skirt, and she was like, "Oh, this is not my style," and ripped it off like the very first time. So she ripped it off, and then it was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go around without the skirt on because I'm into
I'm
women or whatever."
empowered. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
empowered.
and
Yeah.
then it turned into she had oh yeah, hey, thanks, Anime. I just seen that in the private chat. Then turned around and was all like, "Oh, I like women now." And then it was like they had a big deal about the first like lesbo couple. Man, it was weird.
Yeah, I know they've had issues, but compared to some shows, I mean, I don't get it. What is this? What is Hollywood afraid of? I mean, they seem to really think that they can stay above water. I really hope they get cut off. I really do. They need to sink
Oh,
and be
for
broken
sure.
up. But the thing is, the studios are finding out they're not as big as they think they are.
Right.
Right? They may
Well, I
have
mean,
physical assets, but they don't have a guaranteed customer base. Look at EA. I think, and this is what happened. EA abused their customer base. Like, look at Guitar Hero. How they pretty much saturated Skylanders, Guitar Hero, Command and Conquer. You look at the dozens of IPs that they have saturated and burnt to the ground.
yeah.
And I think Sony thought they could do that too with what's that one? Helldivers?
I never did play that. I'd like to have played it, but I didn't.
Yeah, there was quite a few that Sony have, and Nintendo. Now they're going after Power World. I mean, I think people have finally learned that they can hold out for discounts and not buy the game first day release. And I think nobody's going to miss Ubisoft.
Probably not.
But somebody said this the other day, and I actually looked at it and thought it's quite possible. They reckon half the video game companies are going to disappear and just be IP holders because there's just literally they're reaching a peak in their storytelling. Computers' memories aren't increasing as fast as they used to be. Storage has actually shrunk that despite the fact the games are like really mega huge, like a lot of people are just saying, geez, I'm not going to buy a hard drive just for GTA 6,
Right.
I'm not going to buy this mega hard drive, download the game for hours, and then have years of DLC only like to when they finish, to like a year after I finish the last mission, the game is gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know how much I've spent on GTA 6?
billions at this point.
Yeah. It's like I thought it was the original budget was 1 billion. It's estimated they spent 2.5 billion. They have 16,000 people working on it. Because you remember the size of the map. Somebody has to lay every tile, plant every tree, every wall.
Apparently, Dr. Coffin Nails is not coming.
Oh, that's. I appreciate the fact that he is a busy person.
Yeah.
And I may not. You are muted. I think he knows that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, a friend of mine sent me. I wanted to check it out.
I just saw your lips moving, and I thought maybe.
No. I'm well. I mute myself on purpose from time to time. But I do like sniff and everything, and it's little things like, oh, your mic is muted. I'm like, I know my mic is muted. I turned it off myself.
Yeah, I know, but I saw your lips. I see your lips moving, and I thought maybe you forgot.
Just ignore me.
Man.
Just ignore my lips.
He usually does.
Oh, what? Say something?
Unless I'm really
Exactly.
trying. Unless I'm really trying to talk.
So what's been going on this week? How's everybody's week been? I mean, besides Lape getting a bunch of snow, lucky
He didn't get snow. IKEA dropped off his snowman.
you got him a little bit of.
Good.
They forgot the directions, and
a Colombian cartel dropped off a load.
Oh,
Lape's like the richest man in the world now.
Yeah.
Yes, send some money our way. We want to.
He's just gotta bag it all up and be like, now how do I sell this?
he did say like. He didn't say I am.
True.
Yeah, I'm the richest man in the world if I can sell it all.
Yeah. he's gotta do it without the cops' attention.
Or getting blown up in a lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do miss playing that game.
I'm pretty sure Lape knows that all crime is a tax on the people.
No, all tax is a crime on the people.
That too, but you know what I mean.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All crime is a tax on the people. The government tolerates a large amount of certain crimes because they can go around later and round up the money. I mean, the criminals. I mean, the criminals can go around round up the money. Isn't that right?
Yeah. The criminals with the better lawyers.
You mean bigger guns?
That too.
Dang. So the WWE network will officially be shut down on January 1st, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Because, that's
because
the
Netflix.
Because with and also what's been happening over at NBC and everything.
Well, Comcast, it looks like is it's Comcast.
My bad.
Like pulling the plug. Yeah.
Okay, because see, that's the thing. Like, it's been on Peacock, so I'm guessing it's moving just to that.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of people scrambling to digital channels.
That sucks.
Well, I think Comcast just wants to use get rid of the dead channels to use the extra bandwidth for their internet subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get rid of. I'm sad that the USA Network is going to be gone because that was actually a pretty cool channel and everything for Raw and all that. It was a pretty cool channel at the time. Like because I do remember WWF Raw there, and of course Pacific Blue, La Femme Nikita, and so many classics, just so many classics.
They definitely have they had a lot of really cool shows that were
Well
on
worth
there.
watching. That were
Oh
worth
yeah.
watching.
Oh yeah.
And
There was a show back in the day, I think we've talked about it before, called Viper.
yeah, that one.
About the Dodge Viper that transformed. Yeah, that show premiered on NBC, and then the second, third, and fourth season went to USA. So
Exactly.
that was a fantastic. They had so much like dramatic shows, and they also had wrestling and good shit, good stuff.
Yeah. Now,
And
I'm not
with
blaming one party on the other, but what happened
and
was content laws
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
And when they allowed more reality TV, and of course, what happened? Lots of shows were dropped to be replaced with endless episodes of Survivor and its spin-offs. And the Kardashians and Oprah.
He who has the money calls the shots.
Yeah. And these shows make a lot of money for like less than 100,000 an episode, where, you know, good TV costs upwards of $1 million to $2 million per episode. So, you know, good TV or trash. Here,
Although
Chugs.
I have no love lost for MSNBC or anything. I'm glad that they finally are like, look, we're losing money here. We're losing money. You guys got to stop this.
No, they're actually asked to stop. CNN also asked CNN asked the stuff to stop. You know, stop bringing their politics to work, and they went on strike. So you know who to fire.
No, because
and they have.
I miss the days when you had like
Anime Night last year, 20,000 lost their jobs. This year, 10 more thousand have lost their jobs. They reckon next year's going to be the bloodiest.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. It's not just MSNBC, but you're not going to miss them, right? I mean, who will?
I rather watch like other channels like Gutfield or somebody along those calibers. Because at least with them, they do add humor to it, and I like it when it's with humor and everything.
And
it's to inform. And it's to inform the public with the truth. And
you know what I like to watch? I like to watch InfoWars.
Yeah, that too.
Because Alex Jones is hilarious and smart.
Hey, guess who's suing the Sandy Hook parents for misinformation?
Alex Jones.
About time. Now look,
yeah, because they went around saying a bunch of stuff that wasn't true.
Now look, what happened was very tragic. Let's get that out. You know, what happened was very tragic and everything, but the way that this was handled was completely it was nasty and everything. But what goes around comes around. You want to spout nonsense, and here you go.
Now they're still looking. What's happening with the Onion? Because it turns out the Onion wasn't the highest bidder.
No, the Onion got shut out. The judge told them, "No, this is not how we're going to do this. We're going to do this right."
Yeah.
You people
have they actually officially canceled the purchase and started the new auction, or they're on hold because of the injunction?
I think there's a hearing next week on that.
Yeah, but from what I understand, the Onion tried to purchase it based upon someone doing the auction wanted to swing favor.
They got it looks like when the Onion placed their bid, they did so with inside information on other bids, but they didn't have. But apparently, somebody who knew Elon Musk said, "Hey, I put in a bid and it was blocked, and it was bigger than the Onion's." And it turns out there was a conflict of interest between the auctioneer and the Onion. So Elon Musk's lawyer approached the court on behalf of a third party and said, "Hey, look, we have the receipts here. Why was this bit ignored? And the judge said there's no instructions. So, why was it? And they just wouldn't answer the question. So, but I don't think there's going to be a contempt of court hearing or any investigation, which is a shame, of course. But that's how it goes with Democrats, right? Corruption. Oh, hold the rug up for me.
So, all of us have an X account. You guys should really follow Libs of Blue Sky. Have you guys seen this?
No.
It's like a Libs of TikTok, but for Blue Sky.
Yeah, it's hysterical. Just the stuff that comes to all you D-head athletes that think doing the Trump dance makes you cute. We're taking names and keeping the receipts, so do your dance, butthole. And in the comment section, my favorite so far, let's see. The people on Blue Sky are lovely because everyone knows how terrifying the white boys for hair stance is.
Look at them losing this shit.
Ironic how people who say protect democracy are the first to advocate for creating an enemy list.
Yes.
Taking names and keeping receipts to do what with? What a weirdo. Oh, man.
Fat material. Yeah,
Probably.
these people have the Mussolini handbook memorized because we know it. What happened to World War III Watch? Did they just shut down or were they shut down? Anybody know? They were on X.
Who was it?
I think the British government shut down one of the X accounts.
Oh,
There's
probably.
this British guy who been posting about British involvement in Ukraine, and the Russian acts have actually asked the British government formally, "Have you declared war on us?" Because 2 days ago, British Storm Shadows and American ATACMS were fired on or around the reactor at Kursk.
Oh, my God. Mark Hamill.
What's Miss Hamill up to?
What a loser.
Yeah.
How, man, what the weakest soy-filled just dumpster fire. Thanks to everyone, including me, in so many starter packs. That said, I'm still in a state of shock trying to process what happened to our country since the election. So I won't be posting on a daily basis. I'll be back at some point, but please forgive me. Healing takes time. Heart you all, Mark Hamill.
What a baby.
What a beta. Oh my gosh. What a loser.
American, I did cry on election night, but I cried happy tears.
Tears of joy.
Yes.
My grocery bill will go down.
Freedom Tube put out an excellent video. Remember when the Liberals...
I love Freedom Tunes.
Yeah, follow them, man. They're so cool. But
wait, what is it?
They're right.
Is that on X?
Freedom Tunes.
On YouTube.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
They are on X.
Oh, wait. I think I have.
Whoever voiced Joe Biden nailed it perfectly.
Oh, the Kamala laugh.
I want to thank my boss.
I thought Seamus did the voice for Joe Biden.
I'm so proud
he does.
of kombucha. My vice president. Yeah, when I first got in office, she kicked the crap out of me, called me her girlfriend and everything.
Is that it?
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I have seen this.
The election was rigged, trending, And so Seamus came out with a response that is absolutely hilarious. Come on, man! 20 million freedom.
Oh my gosh.
I love their revamped Kamala Harris. It is so spot on. I
Oh
love
my god.
I love the face, the way the face contorts, and it's just
I'm gonna play like a second of this because it's hilarious.
An effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. True international effort to pressure. True international effort to pressure. Pushing down.
You get it. That's funny.
Yeah. Under pressure, international pressure, intentional pressure. What's he saying again? Word salad.
Shamana Hamana treasure.
That's the one. Oh, come on,
still
man.
think the best Joe Biden impression is Kyle Dunnigan. Because that dude is the national treasure.
Yeah. Troy, is it Troy Shalhoub or Tom Shalhoub on Gutfeld that gets it, nails it too sometimes. But I know they probably would be a bit biased, but geez.
Clizzers, man. Hey, who are you? I'm you, man. Come on. It's me, Joey B. How'd you get in here? Clizzers, man.
How did you get in here?
Wizard, man. Now, the thing is, did you see Joe the other day? I mean, we're talking about real Joe here, going off the deep end.
No.
He was on his way to Air Force One, and a reporter started begging him to stop and talk to them. So Fox had, and he gets on Air Force One, and Gutfeld cuts to like the toilet door closed, and lots of oh my
Lord.
God. But yeah, Biden, oh man, he is. First he has missiles launched at Russia, followed by Britain launching missiles at Russia. Then he starts talking about red lines crossed because Russia retaliates by destroying a command center in Dnipro. These guys are like, I don't know what it is. They're playing chicken or something. They're trying to provoke without actually pulling the trigger. Or are they just trying to create panic?
Well, here's the thing. Putin retaliated as a warning. Like, that's my
warning. He showed.
That's my warning shot.
Yeah.
A real shot. Keep going.
Oh
Remember, under international treaty, Russia has its... sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Kyle Dunnigan came up with another sitcom for his YouTube channel called RFK Jr. and Bear.
Oh.
Oh my God, he sounds so much like him.
God damn it. Where the hell is this? Bear, where'd you put my fucking honey? God damn it, I need that for my throat. I'll kill you and leave you in the park like I did your mother. I'll fill this whole park with bears if I give a shit. Teach you to take my honey. Say hi to your mom for me.
Oh my gosh.
Say hi to your mum for me.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's hilarious. I love Kyle Dunnigan. RFK Jr. Christmas album. Why are people still doing like it's so funny. Save to watch later. I'm watching that later. Skip. Okay. Saving that for later too. I'll drop a link for you guys in the chat because it's great. There. You guys can check that comedy gold. So I'm getting over a cold because last week at this point I was on a mountain coaster having a grand old time. Apparently was having too much of a fun time, and I got a cold because it was cold. Sucks. So I've been dying for a week. What is this? L. David. Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
I don't know which one to pick. I think I'll pick not Whoopi. Which way,
Okay.
Western Man?
This Tony's responding to a poll that has been going around. You got who would you prefer, Whoopi or Blair White?
Yeah. Pete said, I want to go open mouth kiss a Mossberg.
Yeah, they rank.
John Bolton wakes up terrifying nightmare of world peace. Oh, it's good. That's real good. I like that. That's too funny. I couldn't stand that dude. He is nuts.
They're all nuts.
Well, yes. Big truth.
They literally kicked in Biden's door. It's like, you know what? Just for what you did in the election, give me your arm. And I think they probably forced him to do what he did.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like the one that Bob just posted, but it's in the messages, not in. Are you in the political memes group yet?
No.
Seth?
No. There's a political memes group, and I'm not part of it.
What?
Anime Night. You want to invite him over?
He's like, no, I don't. No, not really.
You'll get to it later. He's having a chat.
Said he's that guy. It's that guy. He's a loser. No, I don't want to deal with him. I'm kidding.
My superpower's been effing annoying.
Hey, speaking of effing annoying, what do you guys think about Matt Gaetz bailing out of the AG?
I think, well, remember, don't forget, some Republican neocons got together with the liberals and basically they won't let it go. You know, he's been cleared how many times now? 3 times. He's been cleared by Florida. He's been cleared by the FBI. He's been cleared already by the investigators. So now they want to reopen the ethics committee hearing into Matt Gaetz's, and he just said, no, he's not. Actually, he said he's not going to rerun. He's not going to run again for Congress. He's had enough of them.
I thought he was doing Senate.
He might be.
I thought he was looking to go after Marco Rubio's.
That's his latest. Yeah, I think that's his latest.
But it would be the biggest 4D chess move on the planet.
Absolutely. But did you see Did you see the woman he's been replaced by? I mean,
holy
they're
cow,
gonna have a hard time going after her.
She's a smokehouse. Holy,
Pam Bundy.
I am half tempted to move to Florida. I am half tempted to just move to Florida.
Animanet's going to become a Florida man.
Anything under 25, he turns on the heater. Well, he's in Arizona already, so he's got to know what cold is.
Getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them. So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
Good.
They're a danger to themselves.
Which you can't do right now.
Well, because without being adjudicated. So because they're a danger to themselves.
You want them to take the guns and
when they are
not go through 6 months of legal trials and everything.
Exactly. Getting out within 24.
What is this? Hold up.
24-hour hold. I think she's talking about when you're
dude. She's a major advocate for red flag laws, which violate due process.
Yeah,
I call crap.
Let's see if there's anything in the comments to talk about that. Yep. Getting too many compromisers in there due to Senate and the special interest. If she can't see the red flag laws will be abused or she doesn't care, then she should not be AG. Yeah, exactly. Wait, here's
these families were being Pam Bondi, Attorney General of Florida, and Mayor, thank you. I know you're going through a lot now. President, she was there that night with me. I think you were there with me until 3:30 in the morning when all these families were being notified, and it was horrific. So I know you've been through a lot, so thank you so much.
Great job.
I have a couple issues that I'll wait. And do you want to talk about them now?
Talk about them.
Later?
You can talk.
Well, one, it addresses some of the things you said in Florida. It's called the Baker Act, but it's our Civil Commitment Act, and it's weak. And it's about 1,000 pages long, and I've had my Solicitor General on it for 3 days now, working on it. We're rewriting it along with Governor Scott, who's you're going to meet with him. He's going to give you a ton of good information. We've been rewriting it, and we are going to bring in something called the Gun Violence Restraining Order. So if someone is civilly committed, typically you can hold them for up to 72 hours, but people are getting out within 24 hours, the majority of them. So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
Good.
They're a danger to themselves.
Which you can't do right now.
Well, because without being adjudicated. So because they're a danger to themselves.
You want them to take the guns and
when they are
not go through 6 months of legal trials and everything.
Exactly. But we also have to give the mentally ill the due process in which they deserve, President. So what we're doing is they're going to be able to take the guns when they're taken into custody or into the hospital. And then when they're released within 24 hours or 72 hours later, typically it's 24 hours, but law enforcement will have 72 hours to determine whether they should give those guns back or they can go to a judge and say, Your Honor, please keep these guns. We feel this person is still a danger to himself or others.
So this would not have worked the way it's currently constituted. This would not have worked with Cruz as it's currently constituted.
As it's currently written.
So you're going to make changes?
We're going to make changes. And one other thing we're doing about the reporting, President, which is huge, this is a big issue. We need a clearinghouse, and that's what we've all been discussing. And we have created, and several of my counterparts have done it around the country, but we're the biggest state doing it. It's an app because kids now are on social media. And there were so many warning signs on Snapchat, on Twitter, on Instagram, and they were posting them, they were sending them, but to all different sources. We're going to have, and we just got it written in our House and Senate budget. It'll cost at least $500,000 a year to fund this. But what it does, kids, and so I met with 10 students, and they loved it. And they said, I'm empowering them. 3 of them are my graphic designers. They're going to design the icons. Some are going to name it. They're helping us with it. But it'll cost probably about $100,000 maximum to develop. That's all in our budget. So what kids can do now, they can automatically send something that says, I'm going to buy a gun, just like Cruz was doing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And One of the girls who I met with, one of the students, told me he had been doing this since middle school. He had bullied her, and she reported it. So it will they can instantly, and they can do it with anonymity. Put it in this app. It'll go in the app, and it'll go to one clearinghouse with state law enforcement in Florida.
Well, you mentioned the internet. We have to look at the internet because a lot of bad things are happening to young kids and young minds, and their minds are being formed. And we have to do something about maybe what they're seeing and how they're seeing it. And also video games. I'm hearing more and more people say the level of violence on video games is really shaping young people's thoughts. And then you go the further step, and that's the movies. You see these movies, they're so violent, and yet a kid is able to see the movie if sex isn't involved, but killing is involved. And maybe they have to put a rating system for that. And you get into a whole very complicated, very big deal. But the fact is that you are having movies come out that are so violent with the killing and everything else that maybe that's another thing we're going to have to discuss. And a lot of people are saying you have these movies today where you can go and have a child see the movie, and yet it's so violent and so disgusting. So we may have to talk about that also. Well, thank you very much, Pam.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
I'm glad he shifted he shifted away from all that.
And
Keep in mind, this was in 2011.
No, that was 18.
Oh, 18. Well, this was 2018. This is 2024. I think he finally understood, like, wait a minute, I need the right people in here. This is not going to work. Because he learned his lesson the first time. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm hopeful though.
Yeah. Take the guns first, go through due process second. That's crazy.
They could try and spin this as best as much as they want, but we all know for a fact that was then, this is now. Have they changed? Time will tell. But it looks like, from Trump, when I've seen everything, he has changed for the better, and that's a good thing. Because remember, we have to hold these people accountable as much as we can. And I feel John Bolton death glaring me across the room. Yeah, you creepy person. Yeah, John, but yeah, Bolton your butt up out of here. If I ran into him, I would just say that, be like, you know what, Bolton, you are fired. Get out of my office. We need to get rid of these war hawks. I mean, I am so sick of this war of these pointless wars and everything. And now it looks like they're gonna send more money to Ukraine in a package deal. 70 some odd million, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, here you go, Zelensky. Here's some drones, here's some rockets and missiles and landmines.
I don't like the fact that they're just talking about taking guns away. I mean, I understand the thought of, making sure someone's mentally coherent, which apparently I'm not because I'm having issues with sentences and words and whatnot today, but I don't know. That's weird. That's not something that should be talked about in the federal government.
Exactly. Because if I legally bought a gun with all the paperwork, all the background checks, I am A-okay to own one. I am keeping it. I legally bought it with my own money, no bank involvement. I signed every waiver and all of that, went through the background check, and got the okay. It's simple, people. It's common sense. If you are mentally incapable of handling your life, like your other duties in life, you should find you should find more positive outlooks than anything.
Yeah. Did it just like echo really loud?
No, I don't hear an echo on my end. I don't hear it.
Okay. I can hear my voice some. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm getting some echo too.
And let me turn down.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just turning down. I'm just.
Hmm.
Oh, I realized how loud my headset really is on the high volume. I can hear it, literally hear it outside my door. That's how
Wait,
loud.
what do you mean?
Like when I turn the volume all the way up, and I go to go do something, and I come back and I open the door, it's like uber loud. These things are loud as hell.
But
And
like, do you have noise outside of your headphones?
No, it's just like the only noise that you'll probably just hear is just like bandit barking
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, this, that, and the other. Um, I do have the reverb off though. I have that off, so there's no way that should be echoing because this is off actually, and I have noise reducer on. I have the noise cancellation on high right now. And the only lights that are on aside from the RGB is just the noise reducer, the Bluetooth, and the 48V for the microphone.
Nice. Triple H was asked about potential buffering issues when Raw moves to Netflix in 2025.
Well, Netflix is one of the few that are growing, so I think they are definitely going to invest in new infrastructure
I hope,
to
dude,
accommodate the new growth.
because that's going to be super annoying if
they can't fix it, they will go down in a screaming heap.
Yeah.
If they can't, but as far as I know, they are working on it.
I hope so. I mean, it could be cool. Will they still have commercials?
Doesn't Netflix only have commercials on certain packages, and that's between shows?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I've never watched a live. I've never watched a live thing on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I haven't seen Netflix in years because, like, they are a money sink.
Okay, so for the basic price of $6.99, subscribers can choose the new basic with ads tier as of November 3rd.
Yeah, but is that between or during?
Which will include an average of 4 to 5 minutes of commercials per hour. Netflix ads will run 15-30 seconds playing before and during TV shows and films.
So it's going to be like more of the same. It's TV, but you pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, that's just great. Well,
That sucks, 'cause I don't want to watch TV and have to do commercials. Like that sucks. That's what sucks about Raw now. Is because so much stuff happens when you're not, when they're away on commercial.
Which is why I like when they do the picture in picture. Sometimes, like you see the action still going while the commercial's playing, and then when
I do like that until it gets to like Halloween and you have to fast forward to the scary commercials.
Doobie doobie doo. Yeah, get that get that Bud Ice out of the fridge. Yeah, bring it over here.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Bud
Well,
Light, Jaguar shot themselves in the foot.
Jaguar?
Oh my
Jaguar.
god.
Yes,
Oh
dude, that's
my god.
hysterical.
Oh my
But guess what? They shot the other
Jaguar.
foot as well.
Did
The,
people over at Jaguar, were they born with a brain in their butt?
hold
I
on.
swear.
Hold on, talk to the hand. They talk like this, and they talk all the buzzwords about inclusiveness, and they had 15 DEI programs. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, are you surprised now? Why are you surprised now? No, you're not surprised, are you?
No,
You're
no,
not surprised.
because I am no longer surprised. I am no
Yeah,
longer
they're
Hey,
idiots.
check this though. They said copy nothing, right, during the ad? Well, the
Oh,
ad is actually a copy of an earlier Apple ad.
yeah. Copy nothing. Oh, really, Jaguar? If we pull up your history, I guarantee we'll find something that you copied. I
But remember,
guarantee.
Jaguar peaked in
We
1958. Come on, man.
we can easily pull up your history, Jaguar, and we could go through
Yeah.
everything, every year that you've been existing, and we'll find. I guarantee we could probably find 4 to 5 things that they copied. I guarantee probably 4 to 5 things or more. So yeah, Jaguar, go ahead. Well, the last source crossed the finish line a little too late. Pride Month is months ago. Pride Month was
The
months
last
ago.
time, yeah. Okay, get this, right? Since 1957, in 1957, Jaguar came onto the scene breaking Porsche's winning streak. Right? But their last win was the XJR9 in 1988. And since then, the brand is in decline and often compared to DeLorean. Poor steering, leaky oil, over promising, under delivering, overpriced. And I wouldn't be surprised if their marketing team was a bit, friendly with the snow. Speaking of family drama, I know what you're going through, Doug. There's a lot of I got family drama on my own. My son had to go to the optometrist today. He does not look happy.
Oh, that is one unhappy man right there.
Why? You gotta get glasses?
What? He's only 14, and like he's like adult type, and he's been shaving since 13.
Dang, it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I remember when he was like,
Yes.
what was it? I remember when he was like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Dang on.
Well, he's been camera shy for the last couple of years. He hasn't won. Yeah.
But I really hope things. I hope this escalation stops. I really hope, because we
A lot of
voted.
people are saying it. No Zell, no escalation.
We're
But I don't
voting.
think it's Zelensky on his
Actually,
own.
Putin's like, hey, I'll do a ceasefire if you bring Trump. I want Trump to lead the negotiations. And he is right. You can't talk to you can't talk to a shark while it's biting your torso in half. You could only talk to the pelican because at least the pelican will look at you and still listen.
Yeah, the pelican will listen. Yeah, but here's the thing, and you look at it from multiple directions. Like Zelensky's between a rock, a hard place. Like if he calls the ceasefire now, the war hawks in Ukraine will kill him. If he goes to England and calls for a ceasefire, he'll never be able to go back home. I mean, he's in this office illegally. Remember, he hasn't held elections. His term has expired. The courts gave him 90 days, and that expired months ago. And Trump has said it, that he wants to bring democracy back to Ukraine. He wants to bring an end to the fighting. Turkey, China, Iran, and all these other countries. I mean, some of them already hate us, but they're talking about full on cutting us off from any and all trade. Now, if you lose Turkey, there goes 20% of Europe's trade.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous game.
Yeah, if escalation, that's what they're doing. If things are escalating, you'll have Iran.
They can't let it go.
North Korea is supplying weapons. China supplying materials.
We kicked their butt in the ballot box. We put our money where our mouth is, and we kicked them in the ballot box.
Yeah,
they're throwing tantrums still, and then they're like, you know what? But they just hit that big red panic. They hit that button.
If Iran and China put intermediate range missiles in Mexico, you suddenly wake up and realize that Mexico isn't your friend, hasn't been your friend, and
like the Zimmerman telegram.
Yeah,
that would be part 2. That would be the Zimmerman telegram part 2, and we won't take that. It's like, no, we saw what you did last time. We're not gonna fall. We're not falling for it again.
Yeah,
we're just gonna catch you again. Be like, look, either stop, or we're gonna punish.
Yeah, but I mean, Mexico's already threatened to close the U.S. border if you try and deport. So go ahead, try and sell U.S. goods after that. That border will stay closed.
Mm-hmm.
You will lose. You will lose a lot. Embassies, everything. But this is the problem. There are avenues of escalation, and there are countries on the sidelines. I mean, yes, BRI is in a mess right now. Yes, China's bankrupt. Yes, Russia is basically growing at 2.5% per annum. They're outgrowing Europe. In 10 years' time, the Russian economy will be out of debt. Then what are you going to do? What are you going to do when 30% of the world's trade goes through Chinese ports? Wait, it already does. Another 30%. China will start to bounce back. And that's what it looks like. That Joe is trying to make a mess in order to keep China in the game.
Yeah, because they know they know once Trump is in office, the gravy train is done. It's time it's time to recognize why America is the superpower that we really are, and it's time to be respected again. We're tired of our countries like, America, help us out. Give us so much money for this, because Russia is picking on me. Give me a one billion $500 billion so I can get boxing gloves and bop out Russia, or something like that. Or, hey, we're Iran. We're back. Yeah, we have money now. Thank you, deal brokers. I'm money. I'm a corporate Zionist and everything. I don't care about your peace, silly American. This is what we're up against.
Put it this way. If and this is a big if, but if the US had not interfered in Iran and many other nations, things would have been much better.
And that's what
Particularly
Trump
with
was
Carter.
trying to do. And that's what we've been trying to do for the last in Trump's last.
We've been trying to tell people since the 60s. People have been trying to tell the US government to stop meddling in other countries.
Well,
Particularly when you complain.
Twice.
Sorry?
So we messed around in Iran twice. They had a government we didn't like, so we installed the Shah, and eventually we didn't like him, and we helped him get overthrown, and the Ayatollah thanked us by taking hostages.
Yeah.
You remember we froze the Shah's... Yeah, the U.S. froze the Shah's bank accounts under Carter. But in the 50s, we overthrew, I forget what kind of government they had before then.
They had they did have a duly elected liberal government, but it was pro-Russian.
Yeah. Just like we overthrew the Ukrainian government because they were pro-Russian.
Yay. Ukraine. Woohoo.
Yeah. And in fact, according to declassifications, the US has interfered in 74 elections since 1948. Yep. And in fact, according to one operation, was it Sunrise? They were interfering in the German government since 1944.
Yeah. Well, when your budget requires a boogeyman, you will find one if you have to create it.
Yeah, we'll find one, create one, and also relocate your agents when the whole thing goes sideways, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember
Operation Paperclip?
Do you remember how big of a baby China acted when President Trump congratulated the first woman leader of Taiwan? It's like, congratulations, Adam.
You want interference? The Chinese government had won the war against the communists, but then the American government told Chiang Kai-shek, no, let them retreat, don't kill them, let them go, they'll play nice, we promise.
Meanwhile,
and then the Americans fed them.
Yeah. Well, we were trying to turn China into an experiment. The New World Order was.
Yes.
Hey, Tyler, isn't that Henry Kissinger and Mao Zedong on the second floor? I swear that's them. That is them right there. Oh, they're signing something. Oh, what is that?
Remember that?
Yes, it's a piece
in
of
World
paper.
War II, we armed the Viet Minh, and then expected them to not want to form their own independent country after the war.
Yeah.
Hey, so I didn't know this, but today is 61 years since President JFK was assassinated.
Yeah, they're talking about speculation of what declass would look like, and a lot of people are speculating and betting that it won't happen.
I would love to know.
The deep state.
I want to know what Dorothy Kilgallen knew before they killed her.
Who's that?
She was a journalist. It was about a few years after the assassination. She had inside information somehow and was found dead in her hotel room.
And
she went down to Dallas. She found witnesses. She had typed up a report. She had everything she made a phone call. She said has everything. She has the shooters. She has their hotel, everything. Yeah, and a short time later, she apparently no longer wanted to live.
and also E. Howard Hunt's wife. Remember that?
She was going to expose.
Yep, and look what happened. They crashed an entire jetliner through the house. Oh, emergency malfunction. Quick, land in this very specific neighborhood. And you tell me that our government can't control planes.
Well, excuse me. What happened to the flight, to that Malaysian flight that didn't crash, that was later dumped in the ocean and broke up, and they still mislead the public about people have found the wreckage. Okay, It was dumped.
Didn't they
It
fly?
was
Wait, wasn't the Bermuda Triangle in their flight trajectory, or did I look at
no,
that?
no.
Yeah, I was about
It
to say.
disappeared off the coast of Malaysia, and later the plane cut up was dumped into the ocean. It didn't crash in the ocean. It was dumped from a Chinese cargo flight over a huge area, cut up into neat little squares. All the seats were ripped out of their bolts. Everything. You look at the passenger list, and you'll know why. It was hijacked to cover up the defection of a major group of alleged Chinese chip experts. They'd infiltrated various companies. They got together with their families, got on a Malaysian flight bound for China, and the flight disappeared. And the plane's later found in pieces all over the ocean, over a massive area. There's no way it crashed into the water and spread over that huge distance. Because it's not intact.
Why did he defect to China, though?
Well, the Chinese government probably had family members hostage, or like everything else, there are people who would love to be a millionaire in a bankrupt society, because you can have servants and abuse people, and who's going to stop you? You work for the state, and the state's giving you carte blanche.
How do you feel about a very rich person buying a news channel?
Elon Musk buying MSNBC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a question right now. Somebody asked Elon, would you buy MSNBC? And he did ask how much. And you got to remember something. Back in 2014, somebody asked Elon, would you buy Twitter? And he asked,
how much?
Yeah, it's the same question, same answer.
They're considering it's considering between Elon Musk and Don Jr.
Well, John Jr. asked the question. He says, well, it isn't worth very much, I can tell you that. So he has looked at it.
MSNBC is trending.
Yeah, because don't forget, Trump Media is worth now, what, 35 billion or something? It's actually gone up.
Meanwhile, Appalachian Americans channel's worth 85 million.
I wish.
Yeah, that would be nice right there. That would be
Joe
nice.
Rogan said, if you buy MSNBC, I would like Rachel Maddow's job. I will wear the same outfit, glasses, and I will tell the same lies.
He should do that.
Why would you want to pay cut, Joe? Why would you want to pay cut, Joe?
Charlie Kirk says, can we all agree that whoever buys MSNBC, the first order of business is to fire this crazy person? And I think it's Joy Reid.
Yeah.
Joy Reid, yeah.
It's a long time coming. Because remember, she's very quiet right now. Because Rachel Madcow took a $5 million pay cut. Joe and Joe and the daughter of warmonger, may he never find peace, Binu Brzezinski.
Well, isn't Mika Ukrainian?
No,
I don't know.
He's the reason why we're in this mess.
Comcast is putting MSNBC up for sale. CNN just announced massive layoffs coming. Maybe the new owners will figure out that lying nonstop to your audience is a lousy business model. And then Donald Trump Jr. says, hey, Elon, I have the funniest idea ever. And he said, how much does it cost?
Yes.
I loved watching his seg. I loved watching Don Jr.
It would be
so hilarious.
Because I don't think Trump Media can buy MSNBC on its own, because it's not just one studio. It's actually a large complex.
Alex Jones needs a show.
New host,
MSNBC renamed it Wars. Cat Turd said about 1 week's salary for you. if you guys need a replacement for Rachel Maddow, I know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy.
And so Mika and Joe bowed down and kissed Trump's ring. They kissed the ring.
And boy, did they get harassed for it.
Yep, they got their crap kicked in.
Oh, yes.
so.
Yes, did they ever?
There's the
I mean,
screenshot.
they got-
Yeah, I remember
From
this.
17. I love Twitter. You should buy it then. How much is it?
What if that happens on that very date? What if that happens on that very date?
Oh my gosh, that would be hysterical.
That would be the ultimate troll move 2.0. That would be like, oh, well, here we are. You know what? I may not agree with Elon on many things, but he's actually the right person for this. And we get to talk freely again and find out and see who exactly are not our friends. Because remember that I think it was either CNN or CBS or ABC or XY peanut butter and jelly. They had that little chart thing of the 2020 and then the 2024 Democrats. And they had people at 68% voting Democrat. Now that's 48%, and then the 31% jumped up, I think, to 43 or 47. And they can't
when Elon
figure it out.
bought X? Yeah. Remember when Elon bought X and they said he was going to be bankrupt? Well, Musk's net worth just jumped. But Elon just got a $7 billion boost. Tesla stock climbed to a record high again. Elon is now worth $321.7 billion. This is the largest fortune ever tracked by Forbes.
Laughs in billionaire.
Topping his own record.
Oh, Appalachian. You should find Scrooge McDuck laughing as he's counting money. You should find that clip.
Yeah.
Of Scrooge McDuck just laughing and counting that money.
I found a thing on X. Somebody said, I hear MSNBC's $8 million for the lot, but if you'd fire Maddow, you'd save $30 million a year.
That is
And
true.
then
wait, I wonder how much they would. I wonder how much more they would save if they fired Joy Reid.
Yeah, $2 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Robbie Starbucks said, if you should do this, just fire all the hosts and hire a team of clowns to read the news for 24/7. It would essentially be the same thing, but much cheaper. After a week of fun, then turn it over to actual hosts from X with X user integration.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. People are asking if you're looking for investors.
Well,
if I had them,
Elon prefers Elon prefers public companies. But don't forget, it was if it gets bought by Trump Media, Elon is already an investor, I think. Yeah, but Trump Media would have to do a leverage purchase or borrow money off its investors to do it. But it's still $2 billion. That's not much. Don't forget. Yeah, after Elon buys it. XBC, yeah. It would be an excellent integration for XTV would get XTV off the ground, because Elon has talked about it before, back in the PayPal days, that he wanted to do a a broadcast network.
The X network. XNN. That's cool.
But who knows, right? It is small change to them, but it's also a big risk because these companies only run on small profits, and they're full of risks with bloated staff who can pretty much tank your ratings overnight, you know. But then again, you know, Comcast has carried MSNBC for how long now? Like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
How long? There are many companies who, even despite their huge TV success, ad revenue's way down for everybody. You know, Elon's turning things around for X, but that's only because he's getting a lot of subscribers. But if he doesn't make the subscription model profitable for everybody, people go, why should we subscribe to X? We might as well just be abused by Facebook, you know?
I'm subscribed to X for various reasons.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Because I'd rather at least put something to something rather than
But I'm just saying the majority of people want something back.
Rather than be collared by Facebook and kiss the ring every day.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, if people are still, if X, like I was saying, oh, hi, Euler Greg, if X cannot offer a better experience, if they fall under the censorship regime and the US government won't do anything about it, that's the danger, that X becomes no longer, I mean, X's value right now, and let's face it, even liberals, is its reach. Facebook is full of dead space. You know about dead internet. I mean, Late will probably tell you that I think it's 80% of the internet is dead. People, you go outside of YouTube or social media, the traffic is just dropped way off the cliff. Because you're also missing, like, the vast majority of the world doesn't use Google anymore either. You know, China has what's it called, Beidou. India has its own networks.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, Google will crack. The EU will eventually bring Google under its thumb, and eventually Google will probably be broken up because it is a horrific entity, pretty much made up of other people's money, and it's been a non-return for investment for most nations. Google, I think they were just in love with the idea of having this big company that they could have handle their data so that no one nation could leverage another, you know. But as it's turned out, Google's the one doing all the leveraging, and they don't like it. I mean, we don't get a very good look behind the scenes what's going on between the EU and Google, but I don't think it's a very amicable relationship. Yeah, well, thieves don't like competition.
So,
would tell you.
Apparently Nancy Mace is posting her voicemails on X.
What's her derangement?
Yeah, it's stuff I can't even play. It's terrible. I'll repost it, but
who was she again?
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, I think I've got to head on out of here. I got to get medication, my son. So, everybody out there, he had surgery yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and he's doing good. Had his tonsils removed, and so now we're just doing pain meds every 3 hours. So I'm gonna run now. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Coffee and Gaming. I'm so excited to be back on schedule with that. I have missed it. It's been a week. Actually 2 weeks because last week I was on vacation. Do what?
I said sometimes it feels like a hot minute, you know?
It
Like,
does, yeah. Yeah.
sometimes when you're coming over by Wednesday, you think, oh, just this week's so long. But then Saturday comes and goes, and you go, oh, damn it, that felt like a hot minute.
Yep. So, anyway, check out our channel for more content tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Lape, he does beer reviews and other things. You can check him out. Anime Night goes live on Sundays and does other things all during the week. So
And
that's pretty cool.
and this Wednesday night from 6:35 to Thursday morning at 10 a.m. I'm doing a 15-hour game stream.
Good gosh. Are you gonna have guests?
No, because I'm gonna be streaming from Streamlabs OBS, so I haven't figured that part out yet. At some point I will one day if I do decide to stream on StreamYards again. It just, but I highly doubt that it could hold 15 hours, so that's why I'm going with OBS as a safe. But
What
I will be live. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just asking what like is there a special occasion or
I wanted to do it for quite some time. It's just I haven't figured out like a proper day to do it. So and luckily since I have next Thursday off and it's Thanksgiving, I figure I could get like something in because I know for a fact that everybody else is going to be busy.
Oh yeah. Happy
And then
Thanksgiving.
yeah. On top of that though, I'm also going to be going live at 1 p.m. that day with Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. And then later that night, I'm gonna be doing the watch party with Sonic 93. It's a lot of fun.
So you're gonna be going live Wednesday night, and you're gonna take just a handful of breaks, and pretty much be Thursday evening into like probably Friday morning.
No, here's the thing. So I'm probably gonna take probably as many breaks as I can in between, like when I'm switching up a game. That's when I'm gonna be taking the break and everything. And then when I come back, we're gonna be playing that. At 10 a.m. is when the cutoff is on Thursday morning. I'm gonna get some sleep, like 4 hours of sleep. Come back at 1 p.m. to do the Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. Take another break, take a 2-hour break, and then fire up the 7 p.m. watch party.
Dang.
I have it planned out though. Like I have it planned out to where I'm giving myself enough time to like rest and re-energize and everything because it's crazy. It's crazy of what I am doing next week, and as crazy as it sounds, but I'm going in more prepared this time because last time I didn't. Last time I did a 16-hour stream, it was a disaster in the end.
I'm gonna do
the entire day.
We're doing Thanksgiving at my house. There's a slight chance of coffee and gaming Thursday morning. It just depends on the schedule. David, I'll get with you to let you know for sure. So we'll have to see if we can do it. Friday morning is Black Friday, and I will probably be going like Black Friday shopping because that's fun. And then Saturday morning is definitely coffee and gaming time. And then the following Monday, December 2nd, I'm going out of town for 3 days. I'll be back on Wednesday. So anyway, I've got to run. You guys have a great night. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.
Burn in hell, New World Order. Fuck you. Fuck you, New World Order. Fuck you, Bill Gates.
I love you. You gotta do better than that. I love you.